Hi everybody, Double Team again, and as promised, we're here in real life, and we're gonna talk about Hunter x Hunter this time. No, we don't have any Hisoka butts though. So,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We have Uta, but
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
it's not Hisoka, but it's still pretty.
Oh, the love for him.
So fancy.
Yeah, so shiny.
This is not what the video was supposed to be about.
No, this is about Hunter x Hunter. Anyways, we're gonna share with you our favorite moments, our favorite characters, just in general what we love about Hunter x Hunter. So we've both seen everything last year, I think.
Yeah, when did you finish?
Last year I think in the summer or something like that.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I think it was in the summer because when you went to America, you still had to finish the last
Yeah,
few,
I finished the last ones in December.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go. I guess we can start with arcs because there's a lot of arcs in Hunter x Hunter that are very interesting. So what is your favorite arc from Hunter x Hunter?
I thought a lot about this question, actually, and I think I'd have to say York New arc, even though I love Chimera Ants.
Yeah.
Like, I really, really like it, and it's amazing. But I think York New is a more solid arc, and it's actually the first arc in which you actually see the darkest side, I guess, of Hunter x Hunter. So it's a really big turning point for me. It's just something that you're like, oh shit, it's getting real, and it's just so different. And it has really, really good fights and really, really good moments. So it's very memorable. And it's also short enough so that you think about it as like one solid arc. Whereas for Chimera Ant, for me, even though I really, really like it, I feel like it was so long that there were some parts that were amazing and some parts that were good, but it's not like amazing throughout the entire arc.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I have the complete same answer actually. York New is also my favorite because of the characters developing in that arc. That's just amazing. Yeah, Kurapika instantly became one of my favorite characters because of that arc and how he changed and how I don't know how dedicated he is and how he wants those Kurta eyes and how he just wants to defeat the Phantom Troop and all of that. And Phantom Troop is like the biggest thing in that arc.
Like that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why, for sure, because it's such a good group of
best villains I've ever seen in an anime.
Really good.
So that is why I like York New the most because you have Hisoka and you have fucking Crollo. Crollo is like so awesome in that arc.
You have so many really awesome things. You have really awesome fights as well. You have Kurapika versus Ufo, which is one of like the most hype, really angsty fights. It's really interesting. I really like that fight.
I think especially the one with Ufojin was something that people didn't see coming because Kurapika in the first few arcs, like the first two arcs, the Zoldyck one and the first one.
The exam arc.
He was really chill and friendly to everyone, and he didn't. I don't know. He looked so angry in the York New City arc for a reason, of course, but it's a side that I didn't expect to see from him. So that's
for
really
me,
good.
I already had like this idea. Of course, there was a lot of mystery about his background and stuff, and sometimes he got a little bit upsetting, and you were like, this is not the same Kurapika that we're seeing right now. So something's up with that.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to see his development. And it was actually really disappointing in a way to me that after York New, basically you don't have anything else with Kurapika ever again. Like both him and the others.
The audio, you don't really see.
You basically lose track. And I understand why. I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that important. Like, if the anime was longer and the manga was finished and the anime was finished, then it would be fine to have a period in which they're not as relevant and then they would come back. But since the anime finishes, like, where it finished, you don't have the comeback of them. You don't really get them back after that arc.
Nah.
So that is a little bit sad to me because they're also really good characters and I'd like to see more of them. Not that the rest isn't good enough like to make up for all of that because the rest is still really, really hard.
Yeah, it's really, really good, but like the Phantom Troop when I saw they were in the Chimera Ant Arc for like a few episodes where they had like a mini arc thingy in there.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to see them back. And I was just,
same with Greed Islands. Even though they were just there for like literally 2 episodes and did nothing
that's
like
fine.
that relevant, but that's fine.
Yeah, like just seeing them back made me really happy.
Yeah.
And whenever they were on screen, there was this tension and just like, I just got super excited watching it because they're all so interesting. And their backgrounds and stuff and their powers are really interesting.
I think that's a good thing to discuss is just the powers in general because there's so many of them and they're so different.
Yeah.
So you get like to do literally everything and a lot of things that you couldn't even imagine because most people, if you tell them about powers, and most anime and most media, you go a lot for elemental powers. It's always like you think, oh, if you have special powers, someone will have fire and someone will have like control of
or magic,
weather or
something like that.
Or something like teleportation, like the more classic stuff. And then you have like an old lady that turns into a fucking bike or a plane and stuff like that. And it's just blows my mind every time. I'm always looking forward to know what their Nen power is whenever someone new comes up.
Yeah, that's something that I really liked as well. The whole thing with the Nen powers, and I'm really glad how they explain it in Heaven's Arena arc as well, because I think they've done a really good job. Because sometimes you have shown an anime where there's so many powers and you're not really following, and you're like, well, how does this work? But for Hunter x Hunter, it was explained very well. At first it seems a bit difficult and confusing, but then after a while, when you get it and when you know all of the types and how it works, it's interesting. You really want to know what their type is and how they work and how they would like battle each other.
It basically just sets some rules to the whole thing, even though it's not as if every time there's a new power you know exactly where they fit, but it kind of provides a believable background to where those things come from, so that some of those like really wacky crazy things don't feel as like, oh, they just didn't know what to do anymore. Because a lot of shonen don't have that thing. They don't really have a believable background to how powers come to be. So then you're like, oh, they just came up with this new thing because the old thing didn't work anymore. And that happens a lot in stuff like Bleach and etc. in which power levels just escalate because they get like the new best thing. So then the next enemies have to be more overpowered and then they become more overpowered.
Yep.
So it's better like this, I guess, in which you have some sort of limits, even though they're pretty flexible. It gives it some balance.
Yeah, I agree with
that. I love
Hisoka's
power.
Oh yeah.
So much fun.
Like bungee gum and all of the, I don't know, it's playful and it really suits his character.
Exactly, because it's really cool because the first time that you see him, you're like, what the shit?
How is he
doing this? And he looks so cool.
Yeah.
And actually the basis behind it is not as like cool looking. But it works really well for his character.
Yeah, it works super well. The same for Kurapika. Like his powers is probably one of my favorites as well with the chains. Not of how the power is, but how he made it to be. Like how he decided how his power will be is something that I really like that they put that in the series, because it has to do with the Phantom Troop and what he believes in and all of the justice that he believes in.
Yeah, he's like the prime example of how the powers play into the rules of the world. Because some of the others, like, it doesn't matter where they belong, you just want that power to be cool.
Yeah.
But his character is really, really bound by rules, so it's really interesting how well the power connects to his personality and his goals in life and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was really, really good. I really like that too.
Yeah. So, our favorite arc is York New. Of course, I think for both of us, Chimera Ant Arc is like the second best one. But the reason why I choose York New over that is because Chimera Ant Arc had a really slow start. It was good. I really enjoyed it, but it could have been a bit shorter.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, they did have the time to explain everything, and they had too much time to explain everything. I feel like they didn't have to show all of the ants getting eaten all the time and stuff, because that happened a lot.
For some things that took far too long. I agree with that.
For some characters, they did have to show how they were eaten and stuff to like see the outcome of it. but not like for all of it. Like I feel like they wanted to scare the audience a lot with the beginning.
Yeah.
To see of what was about to come later on.
Yeah, I think it was good that they made it like dark because there's a lot of really weird things going on in that arc that couldn't be painted just like, oh, this is a happy shonen thing anymore. So that is fine, but there were some points in which I felt like they were trying to do it a little bit too much and taking too much time being like, this is dark.
Yeah, especially at the beginning, because like at the end when all of the
the
battles,
end was really, really well paced.
Yeah, that was really good, but I feel like it felt so much shorter, and I was kind of sad about that, because for me, I would have been fine having the fights a bit longer. I would have enjoyed the hell out of that, because the fights is something that they do very well at Hunter x Hunter as well.
They look really nice too. Like visually, they're really interesting.
Especially the fights then in Chimera Ant Arc are probably some of like the biggest ones from Hunter x Hunter, and the most.
Killua's fights didn't have enough time in any of those episodes. They were really short. True. Like he got like his super like fast lightning thing, and it was all over super fast. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's true. I did miss more of Killua in that arc, for sure. Like, in most arcs, really. Like, I feel like Killua didn't really have his moment to really stand out. He had a little bit with his brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But...
the last arc got a lot of Killua. And honestly, I think Killua, like, he's a really good secondary character to Gon, because he's not obviously always there and being like, this is the super cool fight with Killua. You don't always have those moments, but you always have really special moments with him. And just like, sometimes he says these little things that you know mean a lot more to him than just like, he gets one sentence, but it means a lot more.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I really like it. But I agree with you that I would like to see more of it, because he's also one of my favorite characters.
He's so cute. Don't underestimate Killua though.
Oh, no.
He may look cute, but
he'll fuck your shit up.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the friendship between Gon and Killua is something. Is one of the best friendships. Best friendships I've ever seen in anime as well. Like that. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter does so much stuff right that really surprised me, and just the development of Killua was really nice to see. How he was from that cold. I don't know, he was really cold at the beginning, because, you know, him ripping that heart out and stuff.
I don't think he was cold per se. I actually think that's, to me, it's one of my favorite things, is how they balance, like, his past as an assassin. Yeah. Because obviously, like, he is used to killing and doing that sort of stuff, even though he's a kid. Like, you can see that he has no problem doing that. And when he gets pissed off or needs to threaten someone because they are threatening Gon, he gets, like, he has no problem with doing any of that. He's, like, no shred of emotion.
He's crazy.
But even in the first arc, like, when he's doing his kid thing, he's a really, like, easygoing, nice, chill dude.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But then you also have, like, you start seeing the family part, like, trying to overcome that and be like, you need to be this super assassin, not have friends.
Because he was...
So you have the brother, and then you have, like, all of that.
That whole family.
So it's nice because you keep seeing him fight it and win small battles, even though it's not like full on 3-episode battle.
Yeah.
But you get to see him struggle with his like internal battles as well. But with some progress, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why, because for me, he did come off as a really cold kid who didn't care at the beginning, because he was just...
I loved him the first time that I saw him ripping that heart off.
Yeah. Me too. Like, I loved it. I don't mind that he was cold, because that's what I liked about him. But I just really like his progression from being this kid who was like, I'm just doing this for fun, because, you know, I just kill people for a job, for a living. And then him becoming friends with Gon, seeing how he changes and how he gets to know, like, these new feelings of, like, what is friendship and how to trust someone.
Doing things that he wants to do.
Yeah, that was really nice to see. So,
for sure.
Killua is definitely one of our favorite characters.
I really like the exam arc as well because of all of that. Because you have a lot of really well put together interactions between the characters that set things up really nicely afterwards. And again, it's one of the only times in which you actually really have the whole gang.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's something that I really missed afterwards. Like, I really wanted them to be together again. And they were together for, like, a really short period in York New.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the same, like, in the Hunter exam.
No, it wasn't.
But still, I was happy to see them back.
But it's nice because I think that was basically on purpose. So you always have that nostalgic feeling when you get them all together. You're like, oh, it will never be the same as when, like, before all of this happened. Mm-hmm. So it's really nice in that sense. And it's also really nice because even though people always, like, try to talk about how Hunter x Hunter is actually much more serious and mature than most shonen, I actually also really like the playful side of Hunter x Hunter. So when they have, like, really light episodes, like the first arc is mostly like really light.
The first arc and Greed Island
Island, you have some like serious elements, and you have some things that you wouldn't say in other shonen, but you also have a lot of like just really fun episodes with people racing each other and camaraderie and all of that stuff as well. Or like even Greed Island, as you were saying, you have like the dodgeball match that's like super intense, but at the same time it's a dodgeball match. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's like something that I really had a lot of fun watching Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I agree.
Except when my feelings were being crushed, but other than that, I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's true. For me too.
But going back to Chimera Ant, I think another really interesting thing about it is you get some like social critique into it. You have like stuff about having basically a dictatorship. You have like people being controlled by the government or something like that. You have that guy that was like the second in command in that country that was like really creepy old dude that keep buying slaves, like women slaves, and locking them in the basement in like a mock city thing. It was just weird.
Yeah, a lot was going on in the Chimera.
So you had a lot of that, and then with the king and etc. You got a lot of like moments that make you think about what being a human actually is, and like what's the definition of humanity. And the same after the outcome of that, because you see a lot of ants that ended up like kind of integrating society. So it's a really interesting like layered arc.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really, really interesting one. And no complaints at all. Like the characters, the ants itself, they were very interesting to see. And especially their backstories, because I didn't think they would show us their backstories of that many ants. I thought we would only see the backstory of Meruem, and that was about it. Like, or the other one, Colts, I think is his name. Yeah, that one, because he was there in the beginning. But otherwise, I didn't think there would be that many involved that would stay there till the end.
Yeah, like the octopus and etc.
Yeah, and like the jaguar, I think.
Because they flip it around. It's really interesting, since the basis that a lot of the ants, like, they came from humans, so they had to have like a human life before, and so the whole thing with them either remembering some of their lives or like, I don't know, they just turn it in a way that it's not like a clear, these are the good guys and these are the bad guys.
Yeah.
And this is a war and this is the side that's supposed to win. Because you like people from both sides.
That's true. Especially Meruem, like he was really, really interesting and a really good villain. Just like the Phantom Troop, like
he was such a great character.
Yeah.
And speaking of memorable moments, I guess, because we were talking about moments that we really like in the show, his fight with Netero was amazing.
That was definitely like the biggest fight of all of Hunter x Hunter, I think.
For sure.
You have this whole thing with Netero's background that we see that I didn't expect either.
Netero is so cool too.
Yeah, like he's really awesome, old man. Like
he kind of looks a little bit like the Dragon Ball style, like the pervert old guy, but he's actually not. He's just like he's just badass. Like really chill, but he is really overpowered. And I remember that I really liked him at first, like when they're in
the Hunter exam. Because you see him there a little bit.
Not there, but when they're in, I think it was in Heaven's Arena, when they have that battle with him trying to take the ball.
Oh, that was on the ship on their way to somewhere.
It was.
I remember it was on a ship.
It was before York knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, and I was like, he's just having so much fun, just teasing these kids.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was that was in the Hunter exam when they were after the Trick Tower or something, I think. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that was nice to see. It was cool. He's a fun guy. Like, he's like the kind of guy you want to hang out with, like the grandpa, the cool grandpa. But yeah, his fight with Meruem was intense. Like, they dragged it on for a little bit, which I don't mind, because they did it so well.
I didn't mind it at all.
There were, like, cliffhangers. Yeah, the cliffhangers were like, oh my god, I need to know what's gonna happen, and it was perfect. I really liked it. Especially the meaning after him, as, like, Netero, his attack as well, with, like, the bomb in, like, his heart and stuff. That was really interesting.
That's the best screenshot, too, because Hunter x Hunter, in terms of art, uses really well when they, like, need to use really thick lines. So it looks like the 90s or early 2000s action shows, like, or if you go further back, sometimes Kenshin did that, and you have, like, really heavy lines, and they look, like, really serious, and you can see, like, the face super detailed, but then you have the pink heart. It's amazing. I love
that
it.
was nice. A weird thing though, after that fight with Netero, he had that whole thing with Meruem losing his memory. But it was weird that what are they called?
I know what you're talking about.
The weird moment when they're like
that's
giving.
So weird.
Yeah,
that's so weird.
Let me give me your energy, or I don't know what it was.
The other two royal guards,
Yuppie and Poof. Was it Poof?
Yeah, Poof.
Shy Poof, yeah. So that moment was just like, what the hell is happening?
Especially because it wasn't just one moment. It actually spans through 2 episodes. So you get a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's just, like, I understand what they were trying to do. It's the whole, like, ant hierarchy in which the, like, royal guard... the royal guards and all of the ants are supposed to, like, have this sort of devotion for the top one and give their lives and all of that. And it's fine and it's well explained, but it's just so weird. And I think they overdid it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
If they had done it, like, a little bit less, I think it would have worked better. And at some point, you just can't look over the fact that it's just so weird.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. You can't
with
have
all of the
wrong
tiny
thoughts without looking
like,
at it. Yeah. But especially with Shia Poof, because he was really, really dedicated to the king.
Yeah, but he was weird, like, even before that
creepy.
Scene.
Like, stalker of the king.
But it worked well.
Oh,
like,
it worked for
well
him,
for his character.
He was a good character as well. But when that whole thing happened, I have to admit I didn't see Yuppie doing that as well, because he looked like the buff,
I know,
like, badass guy who would just beat stuff up. So I didn't see that coming.
I like it that you have that fight in which Yuppie, like, realizes, like, the fact that wars aren't one-sided and that there are other people that he could admire on the other side, even if they didn't agree with each other. So he had that whole fight with what's his name, the green guy. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember his name,
but yeah. I like that a lot as well. Just also the fact that there's a lot of fights in there, like with the octopus. That there's a lot of talking going on while fighting, and other, like, the villains or the bad guys realizing that what they're doing is actually not that good, or maybe they should think about it differently and all of that. That was really nice to see. That it's not only, like, mindless fighting, they're actually, like, telling you why.
Yeah, there's other stuff going on. It's really, really interesting. And I guess we talked about 2 of the royal guards, so we definitely have to talk about Pito.
Neferpitou.
She's one of my favorite characters.
For sure. I cosplayed her for a reason, because she's so awesome.
I mean, the first time that we saw her, I knew I'd like her because cats.
Yeah.
But then I liked her even more.
Yeah, me too. Her devotion to the king, or, like, how she respected, or she or he. I mean, you can discuss about that forever, because people are still like, is the she or he?
They're not, like, actually humans.
Yeah, they don't have a gender.
From humans, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like, make of it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that relevant for the discussion.
No, but just how she wanted to protect Komugi was, like, really nice to see, and
Yeah.
I like how she wasn't like Shia Poof at all.
Yeah,
Like, she
it's
actually had
interesting.
respect, and she was acting like more like a normal human being would act, and that was really
because
nice.
I guess like all of the members of the Royal Guard had the same like instinct of protecting the king, but it manifested in different ways.
Yeah.
So Poof was like, I will do whatever I have to do for him to achieve like the actual king that he should be, despite his own wishes.
Yeah.
So if I have to lie to him or etc., I'll do it for him to like be what he's supposed to be. While Yuppie was just like the simple, I have to defend him. I don't have to think about it. That's my role. And Pito was like, I will obey his wishes and protect him
and respect him.
But his wishes were important in the process.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really nice. And then the fight between Gon and P2. Wow, that was a ride. Especially for Gon. But yeah, that was
steroids
something.
were really strong, man.
Oh, I didn't see that coming at all, to be honest.
Me neither. That was really weird.
That was really like one moment in the series where I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Did they just really do that? But it worked. It worked very well.
Yeah, it worked because Gon was like really in a different mind state. He wasn't. He like revenge was the thing that he had at that point to hold on to. Because he even like was mean to Killua and was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're already gonna probably go different paths. Why are you doing that?
No, that was heartbreaking. But that fight was so good. I just love how Gon had so many feelings towards what happened with Kite, and Kite is also one of those really good characters that I wish we saw more of, but it's kind of part of the whole
One of the things that I'm interested to see, I don't know if we'll ever get more of the anime like this, but I hope at least the manga gets to some sort of conclusion. Maybe. We don't know, but I'd be interested to know what happened with Kite after that, because we got, of course, the girl, the thing, female Kite, the ant girl Kite. Yeah. That looks really nice, actually. We should actually get a spoiler alert up in the beginning. Yeah, we will be spoiling stuff. Like, just make a banner like spoilers ahead. Yeah, for sure. And it was really interesting to see how that affected Gon. I wasn't expecting us to see Gin in the show. Oh, yeah, his father. During the entire thing, I was like, this is gonna be... Freaks. Because the whole... Most of the anime that start with like a search usually end when they meet. Yeah. It's like the whole process until they meet, like the mother that they never saw or whatever. And in this case, that's not the end of the show, because the show is more about the adventure and the discovery than the final goal. So I wasn't expecting them to meet. I was actually, when I saw Jin, I thought they would do the whole them missing each other thing. Oh, right. I thought that like he would leave right when Gon came to the room. So it was really surprising to me that they actually got some time to like talk about stuff. And how casual it was. Yeah. And how upset everybody was with Jin all the time. That was so much fun. Yeah, everyone was like, worst father of anime. Yeah. Even with the rest of the things, they were like, you're the worst. Unless you're interested, you always leave and don't care about the results. Leorio. That was amazing. Such a good scene. I was so glad to see Leorio back. Even for really like a small bit, I don't care. It was really nice. I actually think that makes Jin very similar to Netero in a way, though, in terms of personality. Like, if he ended up being the chairman, which he didn't want to, I'm sure that Netero was also the kind of person that really didn't want to be a chairman. It's not his type of thing. But he would also just do things for the heck of them and not actually care as much. I didn't think of it that way before. Yeah. So that's a lot of favorite moments already. Well, it's a really good show. Yeah. I love everything about it. It was... I mean, of course, we said there were things like Chimera Ant being shorter and etc. We can like nitpick, and there are small things that we would change, but overall, like, it's a pretty perfect show. Yeah. Even the end, like, even it's not really complete, because at the end you have this whole world they still need to discover, but
they ended at a good note, I think. Like,
I think it works as
fine.
an anime. It works as an ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, there are things like you never got to see Krapika again as much and stuff, but it works. It just kind of like runs things up, and it works like that for sure. Yeah, I think it is really, really solid, and it's definitely like my top or one of my top shonen of all time that I've watched, because it does so many different things than the others do, and it does it so well.
It's one of my favorite. Well, it's my second favorite. My first one will always be Fullmetal Alchemist because of other things.
Well, Fullmetal Alchemist, I wouldn't think about it as a battle shonen though.
Yeah. Oh, battle shonen, no. But I mean, in terms of just like shonen,
I guess for me it's in a different category.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say one of my favorite characters still that we didn't talk about is Bisky.
Oh,
I really like Bisky. Although I didn't really... Greed Island isn't my favorite arc at all because it was a bit too long for me. But Bisky being there really made up for it, and the same for having the little parts with the Phantom Troop in there, although it wasn't much. And then the whole thing with the dodgeball game was really nice to see.
I think some of the actual challenges in that arc are really fun, but as a whole, it's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, because it's like this typical training arc, but they also have to complete something, which I don't mind because I like the fact that it had to do with his father. And
that part was really nice. I mean, it ties together very well with the rest of the narrative. It's like really, really nice, but as the enjoyment factor, I think it's not as good as
for me, it's my least favorite arc of the whole thing.
I think so too.
It's not like, sometimes I do have to admit it was a little bit boring because the fights were longer than usual as well, to show you how they were training and how they were getting stronger.
I think most of all for me is that I didn't really care about the side plot of the whole groups that were trying to steal the cards.
The little,
like, I don't remember the name anymore.
Bomber, That one was interesting.
Like, it was interesting, but it didn't make that much of a difference to me. I would have been fine with just, like, the game part. Because the game part was
training
fun.
them, because that was cool, too.
Yeah.
Seeing Bisky, like, there's a lot of female characters in Hunter x Hunter that I really like, and that are strong and badass. Bisky is definitely my favorite for me. And FRP too, of course, but you know. But Bisky is just... I love how she looks so innocent. Yeah. And then she can, like... And she's older than she looks as well.
No, her character is really fun.
It was really interesting and creative how they made her. And I like how when she trains them afterwards, how buff she gets when she gets really mad at them, because Killua likes to tease her now and then, and those parts I really liked.
It's a really good chemistry. That was really fun for me as well. I guess other female characters that are like out there.
The ones from the Phantom Troop. I really like the one with the vacuum cleaner. Forgot her name.
I like the one with the Nen stitches the most.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I really like her power. I think her power is really cool. Yeah. I know we didn't get enough of her. I don't feel like we know her too well, but I really like that.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I was gonna say the sister of Killua, but it's a brother. He looks like a girl,
again,
but
it's one of those things that they aren't very specific about. Aruka.
Yeah, Aluka. So yeah, for that last arc, I think that was very interesting.
At least when I watched it, some of the stuff said brother, some said sister, and I'm sure like it's not very clear in the original, probably.
There's a lot of people like discussing that, but for me, when I looked at it first, it was a girl. Yeah. But then when I saw subtitles, it was a boy. So then I was like, it can be whatever it is, but I like the character, so
maybe the actual person and the thing have a different gender.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
But the power is really cool. Yeah. It was creepy, but it was really nice.
But it's the good sort of creepy. Yeah. It's the type of creepy that I like. And like just the moments with Killua were so pretty. Yeah. Like they were really, really nice.
Their connection was really sweet, and I really liked that. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think for Hunter x Hunter, we talked a lot about it.
I mean, I'm sure we could talk about it at length forever, but I mean, that's fine.
We didn't really talk about Hisoka. Like,
well, we started by saying that there were no Hisoka butts.
Yeah.
So I guess we did.
But
well,
yeah,
we talked about his
Hisoka-
power too, but
Hisoka
Hisoka
best
is
character.
amazing. Hisoka is just, they nailed the exact tone of, like, the voice
Creepy
actor does so
clown.
much for the character.
Oh, yeah.
Because his voice, like, of course the drawing itself and just his, like, pleasure faces and stuff
Oh.
makes it really weird and
So many memes.
amazing. But the voice just takes it one step
Yeah.
further, and
Daisuke Namikawa. Namikawa.
yes, and I feel
Really good
like a
job.
lot of times when animes try to build that sort of character, they don't want to go too far, so then they try to, like, take a step back and make them normal or more relatable,
I guess,
and that
yeah.
usually doesn't
More
work
friendly in a
out
way.
because
yeah.
he's not supposed to be relatable because he's a fucking creep.
He
and
is
he's
a
just
creep.
like
He's a clown.
he doesn't care as long as he gets to fight the next person that's strong and that he's
Yeah.
interested in.
Mhm.
And that's basically it. And he'll use whatever and he'll be in whichever side it interests him at the time.
Yeah.
So I think giving him morals or, like, I guess, a motive. Like, sometimes that's what they do in other animes. They're like, I'm like this because something happened. And with Hisoka, no, he's just like that.
Yeah.
He's just weird, and that's his way of living life, and that makes it so much better to me.
So yeah, Hisoka is really nice, and I like how he works together with Illumi a lot.
Yeah.
Because their connection is really nice, although they like
Illumi
to like
is
troll each
interesting
other.
because
yeah.
Illumi, unlike Hisoka, like, when he's normal, looks and sounds pretty normal and, like, monotone.
Yeah.
But then he's, like, a really dark person inside. While
Yeah.
Hisoka, you can just see that he's a creep from afar. Illumi is like, I'm totally normal, except I'll have a spike in your brain to control you forever.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, their connection is great. But
Yeah,
yeah.
the internet ships them.
Oh yeah,
I
they
kind
do.
of understand why, based on
I
how
ship them
they
too.
interact.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it for our Hunter x Hunter discussion. We talked a lot about it because we do love this show and we do recommend it to everyone. But
go
of
watch
course,
it.
I think people who have watched this video have seen Hunter x Hunter because of the spoilers. But yeah, get as much people into Hunter x Hunter, please. So maybe we will have more content, but I don't think so.
Know of us.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will be back later with some other discussions and fun facts and all of that stuff. So we will see you soon. Bye.